I've explained before in the past that secretive people are risky people. Why? Because when someone is secretive without the proper context, it means they have something to hide. What is it they're hiding? I don't care about this concept called privacy, private lives, boundaries. I don't care about all those narcissistic constructs. That's all they are. When you're living with people, whether you're in contact with them on a regular basis or you only have contact once in a while, you need to know who and what you're dealing with. Now, we often know who we're dealing with. The who refers to the role someone has in daily life, whether she is someone's wife, whether she works as a nurse, whether he is a shopkeeper or he is a prisoner, whatever. The who refers to the role someone has. That relates to someone's reputation. I'm talking about the what. What are you dealing with? There is one important thing that people neglect, and that is to examine who it is and what it is they're involved with. Who and what, not only who. You need to know who and what you're dealing with. Let me explain. Someone can be a pastor of a local church. That's the role he has. And he plays the role very well. Quoting scripture, preaching, praying for people. But behind the scenes, he's a devil worshiper. He's a coward that uses the name of Christ just to make profit. That's what he is. Who he is the role. Too often we're so in love with the role someone plays, especially when that role benefits us directly. With benefit, I mean when we perceive revenue, when we get emotionally gratified by someone's role. For example, your best friend can be involved with a girl, okay? He can be involved with someone from the opposite sex, okay? And he is so fond of her. Why? Because she is his girlfriend, namely, she provides sexual services for him. Straight up. So of course he's going to be fond of her. But what is she? Now, he is so excited about who she is towards him because the who refers to the role she plays, namely his girlfriend. But you, as an outsider, you can clearly see that she's out of her mind. You can clearly see that she is mentally unstable and that she's not willing to take responsibility for anything. So you know that she is a time bomb. Now you can clearly see what she is. Now your best friend is only interested in who she is, but you can see what she is. Now, try to hint to your best friend what she is. If he's not willing to listen, then he needs to find out the hard way. Who someone is a role they play, and that role can vary, and roles change during your lifetime. But what someone is seldom changes. Now, I'm not saying someone cannot change for the better. Absolutely. Nobody was born a reprobate. Nobody was born a monster. Absolutely not. People ended up digressing and regressing in negativity. So just like people can end up worse, we can also end up better. So I'm not saying that because someone's condition is bad today, that's how it's going to be forever. No. People can change for the better. But just because people can change for the better does not mean that they will change for the better. Just because the potential for better is there doesn't mean better will happen. The who can change anytime. If someone is the manager at the bank, they can be fired. They don't have that role anymore. Now they're home. Now they are unemployed. That's a new role. Or someone can be arrested for fraud and now they are a prisoner. That's another role they have. So what I'm saying is the roles people play can be influenced by others and the roles they perform can also change. And none of the roles are permanent. But what someone is tends to be long term. And here's the thing. A pleasant role does not change a negative character. Someone can be a clown, performing for children, making children happy. But if he is a coward that beats his wife, him performing this role for children does not cancel out the fact that he's a coward that beats his wife. So what someone is will always show up eventually. Look, if you figure out that someone is not as good as the role they play, don't go out there and expose them and cause trouble and all of that. Just lower contact and avoid that individual. Simple as that. If you are able, you hint to people something's off with the individual. That's it. If it's proper for you to do so. Because if something is off with someone and that thing that's off is so obvious, then other people should be able to see it too. Some people don't want to notice anything that's off. Well, such people are pathological. Such people are dangerous. If someone never wants to see anything that's off, they just want to be left alone all the time. They just want to see everything as happy as shining, even though it's not. Now, such individual, don't even waste your effort warning them, because they will use it against you. They will set you up. Look, you have to pay attention to what someone is, because what someone is what will likely last. And by the way, the role someone plays is just a role. If someone is a portal for demons, because if someone is intoxicated with negativity, they become a portal for demons. If someone is a portal for demons, that's what they are, a portal for demons. Demons can use them. So why would you keep a portal for demons close to you? Or why would you remain involved with someone that's a portal for demons? Not every unbeliever is a portal for evil spirits. No, I'm not saying that. But if someone is intoxicated with negativity, then you should realize that they are likely a portal for evil spirits. Forget about who they are. Examine what they are. So, to go back to what I said in the beginning of this video, secretive people are risky. Now look, if you are an undercover police officer or an undercover agent, okay, then you have to be secretive. Or if you are a school teacher and you're preparing for an exam, you need to be secretive about the exam. So being secretive as an action, we all have to be from time to time, because not everyone is safe to know everything. So being secretive itself as an action, that can be justified if the context requires it. But if someone is secretive just because they want to have control, just because they want to feel in charge, or if someone is secretive just because they think it's none of your business, it's my life, blah, 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 that's playing God. If someone is secretive without any proper context and without any justification, those are the type of people you need to watch out for. They are hiding stuff. It can be that at church, you have a female church member, and she goes to church often. And she's kind, she's sweet, she's all of that. But at the same time, she is sexually involved with a reprobate who's also a criminal. Now, whatever reasons may be to be sexually involved with that guy she's involved with is dangerous. Now, nobody knows that about her. She keeps that hidden from everyone. Why? Because she knows very well if she would show who she's sleeping with, people would be horrified thinking, why would a fine church girl like you or fine woman like you with a good background choose a man like that? What's going on? She knows that, but still she persisted in staying with the guy. So she chose her own lusts above what's good for both herself and the community. So she doesn't want to face herself. Now imagine, she's with this guy. She's injected not only with his semen, but also with his negative tension on a regular basis. So every time she comes to church, the negative tension of that man, she carries it with her. And she will leave it behind. So she's injecting the poison of the man she's sleeping with in that church. That's what she's doing. And when she notices that she has a negative effect on her environment, now she'll play the victim. Her secretive attitude is because she has something to hide. And her coming with excuse, well, it's my life, my body, my choice, blah, blah, blah. Okay, if it's your body, your choice, then keep that filthy energy with you and with the guy you're sleeping with. Don't come and spread around in church or spread around with other people. And the thing is, that same woman wants to know who and what she's involved with, but she keeps hidden what she is. I'm just telling you, beware with people that are secretive. Or let's say you have an employer, you work there, you do as you're told, you do your job, but you notice that your employer is kind of freaked out often, looking around them, It looks kind of paranoid. Now look, if there is a danger around the business, you as a worker over there, you need to know it because you go there every day. So let's say now your employer is involved with drug dealers, and there is a debt he has to pay to some drug dealer, and he didn't pay it, and now the drug dealer is on his way to shoot him, and the drug dealer is sometimes parks his car outside of the business. Now you're working there. Now, the fact alone that this man is involved with such dangerous people, that's already a red flag. And not only that, he knows full well that he has his own business, and in his own business, he has people working for him. He knows very well that those people from the street are so out of their mind, they will even take hostages of his own stuff just to get the money. He knows the type of people he's dealing with. Yet he remained involved with them, and he even went so far that he was in a conflict with them. And now he's on the outlook all the time. Often, your boss, not boss, I mean your employer even leaves work, leave you guys there. And now you can think, well, man, this behavior is quite weird. If you are the employer and you run this business, you should be there. Why are you often away and we, the staff, have to do everything? Now you know your employer has something to hide. Now, even if you don't know about his involvement with drug dealers, you know your employer is hiding something he knows if he would tell you would make him look bad. So whatever he's hiding will also harm you. So it's not recommended to work there, because what if those drug dealers see you working there, they begin to ask you where your boss is, this and that, or they begin to harass you too, just because they want to get to that guy. So people that are secretive, I'm not talking about secretive of an action. I'm talking about secretive of attitude. If someone is secretive and that's their attitude, if there is no clear justification for it, then I advise you strongly, lower contact with them, don't entrust any of your affairs to them, and keep them at a distance. Don't turn on them, don't argue with them, just keep them at a safe distance. Such people, they carry dangerous secrets with them. Such people, they enable harm. Such people, they don't inform you, don't warn you when something's off. They just allow bad stuff to happen, and the only thing on their mind is to escape. So anytime the situation turns bad, they just escape. The only thing on their mind is their own comfort, and they expect you to make sure they're comfortable. They expect you to enable their comfort. That's the only way they see you, as a tool that has to enable their comfort. But when everything's getting comfortable, they're gone. People like that, they're not all antisocial, because some of those people who are secretive, they are actually involved in the community. But whether antisocial or not doesn't matter. If their attitude is secretive and there's no context that justifies it, then lower contact. I don't tell you to confront them, because that may turn ugly. Just begin to lower contact with them and keep them at a distance. And sooner or later you'll see that this is the best thing to do. What's it for now? Keep on growing with Christ and be at peace.